ideal thing for you is to make sure that you live first. At least try and live. When I say live, right, that is exist first, live. Speak your mind, do everything you want to do. Do all you want to do. Take risk and do all of that. Do everything you want to do in life. Before you can start thinking of death. But you are living in a contraption whereby they continue to intimidate you, make you feel like if you don't watch your mouth, will kill you. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I don't want to die young like Agbaluma. I don't want to die young like Agbaluma. Therefore, you are living your life in that shadow, the shadow of death. So majority of you are already dead. In that contraption, you are dead. You're just walking. And that gives these guys the leverage to make themselves feel like they have power over you. Nobody has any power over me. In that regard, you are living in a place where human life means nothing. How about you try and live first? You have no control over that, right? Whether you are going to die young or you want to die old. Sometimes I ask people, how could you be living in Nigeria under this kind of criminals and conditions, and then you still want to live long? Is that a flex? Like, how could anyone witnessing what these guys have done to Nigerians be easily kind of like scared of dying? Like, people used to send me such messages. When I say things sometimes, people will be like, and I'm like, why the line obey? So why? What? Are you scared? I'm scared for you. I mean, I'm scared on your behalf. So why? That thing you just said right now, that thing is big. You are going to make some powerful people angry. I say, okay, so what are they going to do? When they become angry, they can do anything. Another one said, because of Adeboye, some of you don't even know that. Sometimes, right, I actually do just want to provoke you so that I can see the reaction of Nigerians. Yeah? When you go out there and say, Oyedepo this, Iroboye this, RCCG, hell, your pastors, criminals. Me, I know they hear. Another person will say, me, I don't even know what to comment because I don't want any wrath of God on my head. How can you live your life like that? How? The wrath of God, that often scare, the one they are using to scare you, it doesn't even exist. It doesn't make any sense than the wrath of bad governance, the wrath of a horrible failed country. That one is more quick. Kia God. That one is a kia God. The rest is just this fear. If somebody said, if I curse you, I will curse your generation. Say, okay, go ahead. What does that mean? If I curse you, I say, okay, curse me. You can curse me. I'll curse you. What will happen? If I curse you, what would happen? So they make all of you live in that kind of fear. The fear of unknown. You don't want to die on top of Okada. Share country better. You enter Okada without helmets, right? Country better. You are afraid to die of accident because somebody will curse you. And the people where they drink blood on your terrible roads, they will just look at it and say, see that Hilux, see that fine car coming. They say, yes, someone Aje. Mommy Aje, say, son Aje, be daughter Aje. I am testing, ma. Say, will you drink some blood? I say, yes, ma, I want to drink some blood. I say, okay, let's go to Shagamu Bini Expressway. Let's go and look for some blood to drink. And they just say, and then your own Prado Jeep, you could just come assault. Mama and Papa Pikin, they could just come bring straw. Come they drink your blood, accident blood. Mommy, thank you. Abi, is that not how they program your brains? There are evil people. There are evil people. Yeah, evil people that always want to kill people. They've messed up with your brains. You live your life in fear to the point that you ignore the obvious reasons why a lot of you will never, ever actually live long. Look at the danger that lurks around you every now and then. Just look around you, where everything in that contraption is actually meant to kill you. But no, those physical things that are meant to kill you, they can't kill you if the spiritual people don't want to drink your blood. So you see all this kind of messed up existence, the failure of those who are destroyed Nigeria, underdeveloped Nigeria, then subjected you to a life of fear forever. And you are projecting that on a lot of people. Projecting that. Adeboye, if I call Adeboye Oniro, graduate. God will forgive you. I will be praying for you, Mayegun. Okay, thank you, ma. Pray for me. So that the God of Adeboye, Iroboye, and the rest of them, they won't just come and drink my blood whenever they are thirsty, right? To prove it's so crazy and annoying. And I really don't want our young people to fall into this same entrapment. An entrapment of mental slavery. The ones that make you ignore the obvious, what is actually going to kill you, to other things that you can imagine. Spiritual this, spiritual that. Some will even come and explain to me. I've told you this many times. Don't worry about me. You should worry about yourselves and the danger created by these criminals in Nigeria. They are enough to kill you, finish you. Let me worry about my own, my own life. Because you know something, if all of us begin to kind of get serious, there's a chance that you will live long. Because in that contraption, even the witches, the wizards, they are all being scammed by your criminal politicians, unfortunately. So I saw that somewhere where somebody said that they will be praying for me. Don't pray for me, not to what? For the evil people, evil people. Evil people that cannot go after your criminal politicians. You created this myth in your brain, in your head, and you are projecting it on everyone simply because they have made sure that you are never going to have a life. You see educated people, they are so worried. Rich, some of them rich people, they are so worried about what evil people will do to them. They didn't know that the economic policies of criminal politicians are enough to make you poor, destroy everything you have worked for in your life. But they are already praying to God to keep the evil eyes from their business. They are praying for evil spirit to not ruin them. But they are supporting the politicians, the criminal politicians, who actually have the capacity to destroy your lives by their policies, with their policies. I am interested in these criminals. I'm not interested in all your projections. Because even the Yaje going to need the medical treatment. You know that you're Yaje. They need medical care. Not in that contraption. Somebody told me that. Witch, they say witch, a witch, they run for kidnapper. Kidnappers who kidnap pastor, kidnap imam, kidnap babalawo, kidnap mamalawo, kidnap the witches, kidnap the wizards. Everybody go pay ransom. Yet you still think your problem in that contraption is spiritual and death. I don't want to die. Yet you are dying. A lot of you are dying. And then the chancers are chancing you too, because you make it so easy for them to do. Right?
Do you know you can be making $1,000 to $2,000 every month with just your smartphone by simply not doing much? You are not going to be doing anything much. Just with your smartphone, you can be making $1,000 to $2,000 every blessed month. Take me for instance, I make up to $5,000 every month. I know they see this kind of content again. Or you know too much again. Before now, last year, now the whole content went full online. Do you know you can be making $2,000? I make $10,000 every month. I make $1 million every year. Why? Because that time it was so hard to detect person wey hungry dey catch. Now you don't feel like such lie. Now if you tell person say, do you know that I make $2,000? They will first beg you. Because then people they see small money, they just want to upgrade. Now people don't they see at all. But now if you just come out talk say I make $5,000 every month, the next comment where you go get for your comment section now, brother, do give away now. You when they make $2,000, $5,000 every month, they tell you do give away of 2,000, you begin the dodge. It simply means you know they make up. And that, do you know you can make $2,000 every month? They will end up, if you're interested, chat me on my DM. You can't chat them, you go here, just with the registration of 2,000 naira. Then and then, you don't feel like such lie again. If you don't make it, they go beg you for money first. Now this administration don't use hunger. You don't go even get such strength to make such a where hunger they beat you. Where they find helper. You mean now when federal government won't use rice finish everybody. You don't notice say anything will happen for Nigeria, they will use rice compensate you. Victim of this, they give you rice. We have bad road, they give you rice. National grid fall. Nigeria know they get light, they go dash rice. Now they hear say that the vice president Shetima won't give victim of floods 50 bags of rice, 50 troughs of rice. I can't wonder. Okay, the rice now. You don't use rice everybody. By next year, if they see Nigerians go they look like rice. In fact, by 2030, you can simply put stew on person body, Nigerian body, chop up. People talk say they don't remove everything. Remove subsidy for fuel, remove subsidy for electricity. People say very soon now, if they have the opportunity, then go begin the charge us for breathing. And these people feel charge us for breathing. They say you have breathed too much. If they wait, say all these people when they breathe anyhow, they work out better. We are coming for you. You know you can make $5,000 every month. You know they.
My guy. I love the guy die. Seriously, Mr. for funny or Mr. Funny, I they owe you money. One of these days, I go reach out to him and I'll say, Baba, you they give me joy. You know why? He is a kind of comedian that passes messages based on the socio-political happenings, right? You may laugh, but you will still get the message and say, man, it don't read you. So I respect him a lot, and I actually really admire him as well. I admire his craft. And then, yeah, one of these days I'm going to reach out, like for real. We can go like reach out. And if he by any chance comes to the UK, it's so funny. If he by any chance come to the UK, right, I will spend and drive down to wherever he is and go shake his hand and say, good job, man. Your content is the type that even though people want to kind of laugh off every situation they are facing in Nigeria right now, right? But still, they deserve to know, and then socio politically awakening their consciousness. That's the kind of good content there. Bless him. I've got a few others, but I want to take calls. So maybe I should even give a chance to those of you who have one or two things to say to me directly, especially if you have one or two things to say in defense of these criminals of yours. The number to call is right there on your screen. It's WhatsApp only, WhatsApp call only, right? Please make use of it. Call through and can't say it to my face. Don't be a keypad warrior. I be the younger, don't hold you too much. Maybe say to even make a WhatsApp call. Now what? I don't think so. Right? I'm gonna leave on like that for now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what will you call this though? I think I should show you this one before I take calls, okay? This one, that the hunger, the poverty in the land is so much that Asari Doku pig, Doku dump, has its own militia inside Nigeria, papa, male, female, they shave their head. I mean, my eyes, they pain me, ni. My eyes, they pain me, ni. Person will look disabled. Somebody that cannot really stand on his own for more than 2 minutes without sitting back or using his wheelchair is raising a militia that he is selling. According to people who told me, they said he is selling them to the highest bidder, especially in the eastern part of Nigeria. The unknown gunmen, known men, Asari Doku dump.
You hear me? Yes, if anybody tell you say you go stay for River State, tell them say River State.
Somebody wey dey punch.
Established state here. Nobody. You don't take your training serious. You are running up and down. You think that you can go there. In Nigeria, we have fought and fought and fought. Everywhere that people have run away, we are going to occupy it. One single mistake, some bandit came that they have surrendered. That they've surrendered and they've repented. They now put them inside our camp. They wake up in the afternoon and went and shot people in their homes where they were sleeping. Meanwhile, they don't contact their men, let them come. It was a bloody battle for about 2 days. We lost 6 men. And had 20-something people injured. You have to be careful. We have rules, you have to obey our rules. Maybe they are not telling you. Maybe there are some people who collected money from you to come here. We don't collect money from anybody. If anybody collects money from you for you to come here, go catch and collect their money back. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Important to SFM. That person has thief. Anybody waiting for gate, as you come, we collect money for your hand before.
Nigeria to finish, isn't it? I just thought I should show you that one, that as you are battling some terrorists today, there are others that are being recruited as a private militia by a former Niger Delta terrorist called militant or militant leader, Asari Dokudom. It is all happening in that contraption. Nigeria at the finish is, it's not an exaggeration. I'll go take my small break. I will be back. Thank you so much, Art, God's son. That's very kind of you. Thank you. You are far too kind to others, right? If you have to go, because tomorrow is weekend, so everybody should still stay. Or you working tomorrow? I don't think so. But I will be back in a minute or two. I'll just stretch my body, drink tea. And when I come back, I will take calls. They will go on from there. But like this broadcast, if you have to leave, share it if you haven't. Or if you don't want to live, if you are not living yet, grab your phone and call in. I will be back. You they speak it, don't go. Welcome back. And I have my first caller this evening, and that will be hello.
Hello, Mayegun General. Good evening to you. This is the African Wahala.
You, Baba. Prince Adewale, the African Wahala. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for that introduction.
It's really good to hear from you again, by the way, because now this is you back to base, and it's been a while. So yeah. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.
Yeah, thank you. I thought I called in just to thank you for the program, for not giving up. I'll be honest, I think a lot of us, the gas in our body has diminished at this point. A lot of us are just watching, and sometimes we get inspired, but people have lost hope, man. That's what I can say. A lot of people have lost hope.
I can imagine.
But it is what it is. Yeah. Hopefully the younger people especially the younger people, they need to listen to these messages so that they can not fall into the same trap that a lot of people from our group, our generations, and the older generations fell into, especially the mind control, the fear, the inability to think for your own self. Even educated people, for the most part, is people that lack education, that don't have the ability to think for themselves, that enjoy being followers. But in Nigeria, because of many other factors that I'm going to get into shortly, even educated people are trapped in a mindset that is just messed up. Let me start with this Tinubu guy. Do you know one of our prominent members in the Temple of Truth? I'm not going to mention his name. He had a baby in August 28th. August 28th, that was last month.
Right.
at the same hospital that Kolu was
St.
today.
Mary's, yeah?
Yes, he had a beautiful baby girl. You know the person I'm talking about, because he didn't tell me to say it out in public. That's why I'm not mentioning his name. He was
I
lost
possibly
there for
would
3 days.
know. But good to actually hear. No, but yeah, it's a luxury for them in Nigeria to hear that ordinary people actually going to that St. Mary's. Ordinary people, like myself.